All right, before you can do too much in any program, you have to know how to invoke commands in said program. And AutoCAD Plant 3D is no different. There are multiple ways to invoke the commands in Plant 3D, and some of them are very similar to AutoCAD. So if you know AutoCAD, battle's halfway done. Just like AutoCAD, Plant 3D does have a command line at the bottom, and any command can be typed in. And of course, there's going to be times where you're going to want to use some of the same commands that you used in regular AutoCAD, and you can just type those in here as well. But today we're going to kind of focus more on the commands that are more specific to piping and Plant 3D. So let's take a look up there at the Home tab, and we have a command here that says route pipe. Now that's probably something that you would do a lot of whenever you're using Plant 3D. And if you notice when you hover over that, it gives you the keystrokes that you would need to put in if you wanted to just enter that into your command line. So if you have your dynamic input turned on, now that's that little icon down there, or you can type in DYNMODE. And when you do that, it'll ask you for a value. So right now it's on, so that's 3. So if you change the value to like 1 or 2, you would change its function there. It's a lot easier just to turn it on and off from right here. If you're not seeing that icon right there, go down here to where you see the 3 lines where it says customization, and make sure that your dynamic input mode is clicked on. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit out of there. And remember, we hovered over the route pipe, and whenever we hovered over route pipe, it gave us, if we want to use just a keystroke, it is plant pipe add. So let me just move my cursor off of here, showing you dynamic input. If I just type in plant pipe add, if you notice, it comes up. It starts building a memory over the commands that you use the most of. At least it feels that way to me. But if I go ahead and I hit plant pipe add, then it's going to ask me to specify a starting point for the pipe that I want to draw and a stopping point. Okay, so that is one easy way of entering in. Now, I've already exited out of that command, but let's say that I want to do that again. Let's say I need to add another piece of pipe. You can repeat a command just by hitting your space bar, and you start the command again. Escape will cancel the command. You can also hit your enter key to start that command again. So those are a couple of shortcuts for re-invoking a command that you've just used. Okay, so let's take a look at another option that you have. Of course, you can always just go on to the ribbon, and then you can click on the one that you want to use. Now, if you hang up a lot of the tools, if you hang out over them enough, just kind of hover there, you're going to see it's going to give you an explanation of it. If you, as we mentioned in the first video, if you hit your F1, it'll take you to help for that particular item. So you still have those options as well. And sometimes they'll even have like a little video or short animation of what it's used as. You see, this one gives you a picture. Some may give you an animated view. It all depends on the tool itself. Now, if you are using a fitting or something, you also get right-click options. Like right now, since I'm not in a command, my right-click options are pretty basic. I have my modification options, copy, if I want to repeat the last command. But if I would click onto the pipe, if you see I have that pipe selected, now whenever I right click, I have many other commands available to me that are specific for what I have selected. So your right click menu is going to kind of vary along with what you have selected. So if it's something with pipe, you'll get those choices. If it's something with fittings, then you would get different choices there as well. Now, also we want to point out that whenever you do put a command down here, you also get choices in the command line. You have options that come up here. You'll notice that a couple of the letters, or maybe the first letter, is written in a different color here. If you hit just that letter, like if I hit just the S there, then it's going to ask me for a size, and then I can retype in the size there. So now you have a couple of different ways that you can enter in information. We talked about going directly to the ribbon, using your command line, using your options on the command line, right-clicking in the screen, or even right-clicking whenever you have uh, a part or another fitting selected so that you can get some of those um, specific options to the function that you're about to do.